Oh hey, just one handsome fellow with the juiciest chest. What's up guys, welcome to the channel, and on today's video I'm going to take you step by step on the method that I use to grow my chest. And oh, you have no idea how much I've been waiting to get this out of my chest, no pun intended. And obviously, of course, this is going to be a subjective topic because what worked for me might not work for you, but still, throwing the overthinking out of the door, it will still work because you're still stimulating your muscles to grow. That's it. First, what I do is I start with pre-exhaustion sets. By that I mean you either choose the pectic machine or take the cables. What I do is I go to the cables and I start doing cable chest flies. What that does is make sure that I get all the blood pumped up into my chest. Now the chest, among other muscles in the body, it's essential for you to have that mind-muscle connection. Now I do that for 3 sets till failure, just before I go to the heavy compound lifts or the pressing movements. Now during the compound lift, there's a lot of muscles which take place in order for you to lift the barbell or the dumbbell. That is the tricep, the shoulders, and the chest, whichever. But after performing the pre-exhaustion sets, then going into the compound movements, you'll actually be able to isolate your chest muscles evenly, and you can feel where the tensions goes the most, rather than just jumping onto the compound movements, which just lead you to use your momentum to lift the weight up. As it goes down, just moving the weight up, you just use your momentum rather than contracting the muscles in your chest. So yeah, start with the pre-exhaustion sets, then move on to other stuff. Now second, what I do is prioritize building the upper chest. Now, if you're interested in building an aesthetic chest, then you should also focus on your upper chest. If not, then go for it. But if you have a dominant mid chest and dominant lower chest, you'll actually build that chest, which is not aesthetically pleasing. What I can tell you, my big advice is you perform any incline movement after the pre-exhaustion sets. Whether it's the barbell incline movement, whether it's the Smith machine, whether it's the dumbbells, barbells, whichever, whether it's the machine, make sure you perform it so intensely. Make sure you do so that you can exhaust all your energy on building the upper chest before going to the rest of the motions. And that will help you build an aesthetically pleasing physique. So next, what I can also tell you is make sure you use dumbbells mostly for any bench press movement. Now don't get me wrong, the barbell also works, but for me, I prefer the dumbbell because they provide a greater range of motion, and they can also help you squeeze at the top, which is actually very important. You can also do what works for you, but for me, I can advise you going for the dumbbells, which can also give you 3 of best ones, which is building a proper chest, giving the full range of motion, and also helping in muscle imbalance. For me, I take the barbell as a strength gauging exercise rather than a chest building exercise. And also, concerning the flat bench press, I also want you to arch your back while doing it. You will see many powerlifters, many workout fanatics doing it, and you laugh at them, but you should actually be arching your back. Now don't arch it so close that you don't even get the full range of motion. Just arch your back so that your chest can just pop out, because you're training for chest in any work, in anything you do, whether it's the seated press machine or whichever. Make sure you just arch your back slightly so that your chest can pop out. Now what I can say,
I can't believe I'm the one who's giving them an advice on how to grow a bigger chest, because they have bigger chest than mine. But we'll be there to big body, don't worry.
Just make sure that you bully the weights and don't let the weights bully you. By that I mean you control the eccentrics of the weight. How easy what goes up is bound to come down. Exactly. Make sure you exert a lot of force while pushing the weight up, but also make sure you control the weight as you go down. Don't let the weights bully you. Control it while you go down, then pause if you want to make the workout more intensive rather than adding more weight into it. Pause, push again, control it down. That will also help you build a bigger chest, keeping the tension in your chest, and it also helps you get stronger. Now next is progressive overload. Make sure that you progressive overload, and by that I don't really mean just adding weight after weight after weight each week for you to build a chest. Let's face it, you can't keep on getting stronger each and every time. You'll hit a place where you just hit a plateau and you can't get stronger just immediately. Now the goal is to make the workout more intense. How do you do that? Make sure that small weight, that light weight you're lifting, make it 10 times harder. So in order to progressive overload safely, you can also control the eccentric, pause the weight, squeeze the weight at the top, and also add an extra rep into it. There's many ways to increase the intensity of your workout. You don't really need to be adding weight onto it because you just risk yourself to get injured. So yeah, the goal is to build a bigger chest, not just to get stronger. In this video, I'm just going to tell you how to build a bigger chest. That's all. Strength is for another video. Or next, make sure your rest time is actually enough for you. What I've realized is people don't really rest that much during chest days. They want to keep the pump going. They want to feel stronger. They want to feel bigger every time. For me, in my experience, I say that you need more time for your chest to recover. Give it 2 minutes tops if you want to, or if you want to go higher. That's well and good. Make sure that you rest properly in each set, especially if you keep on pushing yourself till failure. In each set, you will need to recover, you need to rest more. That's for a fact. Keep it simple. And lastly, what I can say is that the chest doesn't really need a lot of exercise for it to grow. You need like 4 or 3 exercises for your chest to grow. Make sure you incorporate the Preexhaustion Sets, make sure you incorporate the incline, make sure you incorporate the flat dumbbell bench press. That's all that you need, and make sure you hit failure, and that's how you'll grow a chest so easily and have big massive knockouts for no reason. So anyway, that's all for today's video. If you learned something, I appreciate you. I'll keep on giving you information for those who need it, and I'm here for you, and we'll get big together. So yeah, I appreciate you. Bye. You will actually build a chest which is not aesthetically